Hi everyone, Eugene Sachs here with another review from GameCritics.com. When choosing games, I love colorful and stylized art, interesting music, and fantastic worlds. Denshattack has all three and pairs those elements beautifully with trains, racing across tracks, flipping off ramps, gliding down mountainsides. I was hooked from the start. Denshattack is a mix of arcade score chasing and 3D platforming that asks players to control a train car that rides tracks, grinds rails, and tricks off ramps across Japan while fighting rival gangs and a corrupt megacorp trying to put the entire colony under domes for the safety of its people. Players step into the role of Emi, a ramen delivery driver in Japan after a climate catastrophe shatters the country. She meets Fernando, a journalist who introduces her to Denshattack. It's a series of competitions where train drivers battle with tricks and races. Emi is immediately interested and dives headfirst into the most dangerous pastime she's ever faced. It's all very anime in the best way. For example, the hero knows nothing about this underground sport, but is immediately drawn to it and revealed to be savant-like in her skills. After defeating the toughest train drivers in Japan, they immediately become friends and all band together to defeat a greater evil for the betterment of the world. Emi doesn't always win, but never gives up her positive attitude, friendship conquers all, and so on. The usual character tropes are all here in a slightly modified form. The rich girl who doesn't think Emi is good enough because her train is ugly, the rival who's going against the megacorp for the honor of his friends, the old retired veteran who wants to see how the new girl does. Anyone who's ever seen an anime will recognize these character types immediately. The developers clearly understand the vibe they're going for and deploy the proper elements expertly for a story that is straightforward yet wonderfully done. But how does it play? Being a game about trains, most levels are on a linear path where players must rush to get to the end as fast as possible. Others lean into being races that pit players against other Denshattackers in a mad dash for first place. There are also trick levels requiring players to be as stylish as possible. And no matter what type it is, every level has additional goals as well. These can be anything from doing a high trick combo to collecting hidden objects, or doing a specific trick in a special location. Combining score, level time, and extra goals is what gives players a bronze, silver, or gold medal for each area. Despite being about trains, Denshattack feels similar to the seminal Tony Hawk series, at least as far as trying to do tricks with a train instead of a skateboard goes. Jumping off a ramp into a trick, then into a rail grind, into a wall ride, and then back onto the tracks again has a delightfully arcade-like feel. Unlike Tony Hawk though, Denshattack is more forgiving. There were plenty of times I could mistime things and throw myself into the side of a mountain, but even then, I only got put back 4 or 5 seconds earlier in the level and kept going. Also forgiving is that there's not much gatekeeping in terms of requiring perfect performance. Most of the medals I got were bronze, and I was still able to progress in the campaign. And this leniency is great, since the biggest criticism I have for Denshattack is about how to do the tricks. Instead of using the buttons or the D-pad, this wild train game uses the analog sticks. Flicking the stick to the left or right can pull off something as simple like a kickflip or a 360 spin. The more advanced tricks require a flick to the left, then a half circle from left to right in one motion. Denshattack does offer a Trictionary that allows players to see which motions do what moves, which is a great help. The formula seems to require something as precise as a fighting game motion, which contradicts the easygoing arcade atmosphere it gives off. There were 1 or 2 advanced tricks that I got down by the end of the campaign, but I mostly felt like I was just flailing wildly to get things to work. I desperately wanted a button press plus directional combo instead. I also found some strange instances and minor glitches while playing. If there was a hazard on the track like rocks, a collapsed building, or the track just ends, players get a near miss bonus if they move out of the way just before they hit the hazard. There were many times I tried to do that, and then watched as my train successfully swapped rails, but then got pulled back to the hazard for a moment, and then crashed. Another time my train got thrown up into the air above the play area, and then the game itself crashed a few moments later. In a game where a second or two is the difference between a gold and silver, having things like that happen is infuriating. To be fair though, this only happened maybe 4 or 5 times throughout the entire campaign, so it's pretty rare overall. Despite the glitches and doing the tricks on the sticks, I adored Denshattack. The characters, the narrative, train, and environmental design, everything is a masterclass in style that I couldn't stop playing. This is an easy recommendation for anyone who's even remotely interested to give it a shot. For me, Denshattack gets 8.5 death-defying train tricks out of 10. Like what you see? Check out more accessible interviews and reviews, as well as our favorite upcoming game trailers right here on GameCritics.com. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell to be notified as soon as we post something new.